for this Thursday evening program. So this is the Mahaprabhu's moment. Mahaprabhu moment is what? Come together, sit together, sing together. Harinam Sankirtan. Yagya Sankirtana Prakash. Srimad Bhagavatam says that Yantihi Sumedasa, who are the people who are very, very intelligent, Sumedasa, they will take part in such process. They will participate in this process. So we could have done alone also at our home, but Mahaprabhu movement is Sankirtan, Samyak Kirtan, come together. So very, very grateful to the Prabhuji, Mataji, and all of you who have come here, spending a valuable time with all of us, giving you valuable association. Each association, each program is very important. We don't know which part of shloka or which part of scripture will inspire completely, take complete shelter of Krishna. We don't know which kirtan. That's why each program is very, very important. Shri Prabhupada, he was speaking to the disciple. He mentioned this. Each program in Isckon is very, very important. We should not take it for granted. Any other thing. Because this is between Krishna and Jiva. We don't know when Krishna wants to rescue that Jiva from this material world. Through which chapter of Bhagavad Gita, through which chapter of Bhagavatam, through which kirtan, we don't know. So we have to just keep on trying and we have to just keep on coming to association. The right time, Krishna will just rescue. Process. So we have completed successfully our 10-week of Shiksha classes. Very grateful for all the devotees. And now today we are going to discuss a very, very important topic, which is called Guru Tatva, especially to understand who delivers. We all want to be delivered. We all are looking for deliverance, right? Mukti. For Bhakta, Mukti is what? A very nice picture is there. Complete freedom. Srimad Bhagavatam 2nd canto defines the Mukti. Mukti means Mukti hitva anyatha rupan swarupena vyavasthita. Prabhupada quotes this verse by his time in his classes and his purport. Several times he quoted this verse from 2nd canto. That Mukti hitva anyatha rupam. The soul, when it comes in this material world, we just started, please. The soul has got, yes, Prabhu, what is God? You need some help, Prabhu? So, Mukti hitva anyatha rupam. Anyatha means when the soul comes in this material world, so it gets several coverings, several bondage. Each covering is like a bondage. The social, the mental, whatever you can. Like we have in our body, we have inner garments, then I have banyan, then kurta, like that. So similarly, soul gets different covering. So mukti hitva anyatha rupam. Anyatha means all other covering from the soul has to be removed. And when it gets removed, Swarupen Vyavasthita, then soul comes in its glorious position. Swarupen, only soul, nothing else. That is called Mukti. Bhagavatam defines that is Mukti. From all the bondage, soul is now free. All the coverings are free. One time, Srila Prabhupada, just imagine what Srila Prabhupada faced actually in Western countries. One time he had been called for the class. It was quite in remote areas, countryside. So Prabhupada sat on the Vyasasana. Prabhupada Desciple, they arranged a wonderful program, first time program for Jeev Daya. So Prabhupada sat on the asana and he was just with the closed eyes, he was reciting or chanting this Radha Madhav. And nobody was there, 2-3 people were there at that time. And all the disciples, they were trying to call the people, countryside. And when Prabhupada opened the eyes, he saw all the naked people. All people were naked, completely, no clothes on board. Ladies, gents, both. The trucks and this thing. Just imagine Srila Prabhupada what he was facing. Srila Prabhupada, he used this opportunity. So he said, Prabhupada started his lecture like this. He said, all of you, how are you feeling? Swamiji, we are completely free, no coverings. Prabhupada says, this is what I have come to give you. The way you are feeling freedom now, just you have removed the clothes. Now, I want to give you the actual freedom, that how you can remove all the clothing from the soul as well. And then you will feel the actual freedom. I said, got it, Swamiji, got it. And this is how Srila Prabhupada began the lecture. So this is Mukti. It's all the coverings from the soul. Prabhupada says that is like the rainwater. Rainwater is very pure. But the moment it touches the ground, it becomes completely contaminated. Simply all of us, the soul which comes from the spiritual world, is very, very pure. Satchidananda. But the moment we come in contact with this material world, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajo Guna Samudra. This is a Lord Shri Krishna speaks in third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That this is the reason why this soul becomes contaminated. The moment we come in contact with this mode of material nature, especially Rajoguna, we become contaminated. And now going back is what? We have to remove all this covering in this material. Then only spiritual soul can go back to God. As long as we have covering. And in this process, Krishna has a very beautiful plan. So still this Tatva, especially this, that who delivers, is a very big mystery. In not only Sanatana Dharma, everywhere. But how the soul gets delivered from this material, it's a mystery. But from Srila Prabhupada teachings, we'll try to understand a very simple phenomenon, a very simple process by which we can understand that how the soul gets delivered from this material. So before, to understand that process, we have to understand the Guru Tatva, because the Lord, he uses this aspect. Through the Guru Tatva, Krishna has a plan to rescue each and every jiva. This is Krishna's policy, you have to understand. This is Lord's policy. And which is complex and inconceivable. What is this Guru Tattva? Several times we hear this word, right? Guru Tattva, Guru Tattva. Kya hai ye Guru Tattva? That's why in Chaitanya-Charitamrita, the very first verse of Adilila, the very first verse of Chaitanya-Charitamrita started with Vande Gurun Isabhakta. Vande Gurun. Gurun means plural. It's not singular. Vande Gurun. Isabhi Guru. Guru is a Tattva. Like Jeev Tattva, Ishwar Tattva, is a Guru Tattva. So difference between Mayavadis and the Sahajiyas, both are incorrect. Mayavadis, one time Sri Prabhupada and Sri Prabhupada disciples, they were in Rishikesh. Rishikesh, if you go there, but today also. Rishikesh, big ashram is there. So many ashram. And most of the ashram, if you enter, you will find everywhere the Guru picture. But where is God? Oh God. In altar also Guru picture is there. So Mayavadi, Guru is everything. For them, Guru is everything. Guru is God. And there is no need of God. And Sahajiya, this is again another extreme. Two extreme I am just taking. Another extreme is Sahajiya. Sahajiya means उनके लिए भगवान ही सब कुछ। वो अपने आप को भगवान का नित्य पार्षद मान करके भगवान के साथ में विलास करने। In Vrindavan you can, or so many places. There might be some true Vaishnava also. So without offending them, I'm just presenting the concept. For them, no need of Guru. They say, there was a movie, OMG, oh my God. Like, between God and us, why we need someone? Right? That was the argument. कि भगवान और मेरे बीच में मुझे क्यों कोई दलाल चाहिए? I don't need any agent in between. For a son, between son and father, why we need someone? Good argument. Right, Madhi? So devotee gave a very wonderful counter argument. Definitely there is no need of actually anyone between son and father. But what to speak of a person, the son, who has forgotten his father? Due to some reason, the son has forgotten who is his father. Then you need a person who knows you and who knows your father. Definitely you need a help. You need someone who knows you and who knows who is your father. He's the person who can make again this arrangement. Right? This is what Guru is. We have forgotten completely who is our Supreme Father. That's why we are just roaming in this material. So for them, no need of Guru, Sahajiyas. And both are extremists and both are not recommended in the Vedic scriptures. So there should be a Vaishnava Siddhant. What it says? It's a balanced and mutual, the mature understanding about Guru Tatva. What it says? That yes, we also consider Guru as God only. But why? Because Guru is a person who connects us to God. He is the one who connects us, who help us in this delivering process. Just let me complete this slide. That's why we love our Guru, not because he is our Guru, because he is the one who is bona fide representative of someone. He's not Lord. But for a disciple, we treat him, we consider him as good as Lord. But he knows that he is not Lord. Sakshat haritvena samasta sastra. Kintu prabhor yah priya evatasya. Kintu means but. Prabhu, that master, he understands. Thus say, I am servant of Lord. I'm servant of Krishna. I am not Lord. So that's the difference between Sahajiyas, Mayavadis, and Vaishnava Siddhanta. So Vaishnava Siddhanta is very, very mature, very balanced understanding. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. So we love our spiritual master. We can dedicate our life. We can die for our spiritual master because he is bona fide representative of Lord, and he is the one who is connecting us. You see, Srimad Bhagavatam is filled with such wonderful concept. When Dhruva Maharaj came, Lordship, the Lord appeared. Prahlad Maharaj, Lord appeared. Nal Kuber Madigriv, Lord appeared in front of them. Eyes to eyes, right? Prahlad Maharaj could see Narasimha Bhagavan, Dhruva Maharaj could see Lord Narayan, and Nal Kuber Madigriv could see Lord Sri Krishna. And all these three personalities, who was the instrument for them? Narad Muni. Anywhere we see Narad Muni coming in between? No. He's not in between. When Prahlad Maharaj came, this Lord, there's no Narad Muni. Guru Maharaj, no Narad Muni. No Narad Muni. This is Guru Tatva. Prabhupada said, it's a transparent via media. आपका हाथ लेकर के भगवान के हाथ में देना, बस खत्म, उनका काम सुनना. He's not in the picture. On behalf of Krishna, they are just. Prabhupada says, this is the way to drag a soul from this material world, dragging a soul from this material. What was this word? In which episode? Narad Muni. When his mother was bitten by a serpent at a young age, Prabhupada writes in the purport that this is the way Krishna dragged a soul towards from this material world. There's only one hope was there, even Shiva. So this is how spiritual master, he does this thing only. He never comes in. Prabhupada says that. Prabhupada used the glass, his spectacles to demonstrate this process, this tattva. He said, now I can see you, but when I wear this, I can see you better. Transparent via media. So glass is not coming in between me and object. Rather, it is improving my vision. I can see better now. Similarly, Guru is the one who enhances our attraction for Krishna. So someone can read this. This is a very wonderful lecture of Srila Prabhupada. This abstract from lecture of Srila Prabhupada from Adilila. Yes.
Guru Tatva. Therefore, the Guru is offered first the respectful prayers, Vande Guru, and
Vande Guru.
Vande Guru, and then Guru Vachana, plural number, that many Gurus. But they are not many. They are one, Guru Tatva. Just like Krishna has many forms, but that does not mean Krishna is different. No, Krishna is one. Similarly, Guru, there may be many Gurus, it doesn't matter, but their philosophy must be one, to teach everyone that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there may be thousands of Gurus, but the Guru's business is to teach the disciple that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the test of Guru.
Simple. This is Prabhupada's beauty. He made a very, very complex subject matter very simple. Very simple. Anyone who teaches us this principle, he is all good. ये सब गुरु तत्व के भाग हैं. Now we'll see that how Krishna plans actually. So we have to understand these two aspects, very, very important aspects. First, we have to understand that we belong to Krishna, right? Is clear? Mama Vamsho Jivaloki Jivatasma. So only one person in the entire creation is interested in us, and he's Krishna. Because we actually belong to him. आप देखिए पूरी दुनिया में कुछ भी हो जाए, जैसे कोई भी हो, कोई व्यक्ति यहाँ पर है अभी, तो जो हमारा परिवार के लोग कुछ होते हैं, so that becomes very crucial. It becomes very much concerned about it. और कुछ हो जाए, or forbidden something, some tragedy. Otherwise, it's a news for us. This थोड़ी sympathy होती है, it's news. It's a news. इतने लोग मर गए वहाँ पे, लोग मर गए. वैसे ही इस संसार में कुछ भी होता है, इतना सेक्शन. Even demigods are they're not much bothered. Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, who comes here to rescue us? Time and again, only Krishna. Because we belong to him. ये समझना पड़ेगा, बहुत ध्यान से. Tomi to Amar, Ami to tu. Bhakti Thakur Maharaj says, "Oh my Lord, I am yours and you are mine." This relationship is very important to understand. Only Krishna, and that's why he is the only one who is interested in rescuing us from this pain. And all what we are saying here, the spiritual master, the scriptures, this all the these tools are Krishna's mercy's manifestation. So this is Krishna's plan. They are beginning a plan of Krishna. Ultimately, it is Lord only, Krishna only. This you have to understand. The first aspect. It is Krishna who delivers the jiva through the different components of the Guru Tatva. Now try to understand this. Guru Tatva is a complete, is a whole package. And the different components. For example, if you go to any shop, any manufacturing shop, Maruti car, हमें final product मिलता है Maruti car. But this Maruti car comes to different shops in the company. कहीं पे उनका गेट बन रहा है, कहीं पे उसका स्टीयरिंग बन रहा है, something being outsourced, and finally you get the final product as a car. Similarly, finally, as a devotee, it comes through various shops. Various devotees are working. Various devotee influences are there just to become one conditioned soul, come closer to Krishna. And that is called the Guru Tattva. You in the picture now?
Can we say Guru Tatva?
Guru Parampara? Guru Parampara is also part of Guru Tattva. Good. See, between Krishna and you, whoever comes, who try to help you to come closer to Krishna, anyone who comes, they are part of Guru. Is that clear? This is what here it is mentioned. So it is a combined effort of these different components. By the way, let me first submit the disclaimer. This what I'm presenting is based on the article I discussed with all of you of His Holiness Bhakti Rasami Swami Maharaj. He has submitted this article, very beautiful article, to the GBC about the Guru Tattva. I found it very, very inspiring, very practical, very inspiring, and very clear. So much clarity is there about this Guru. So it is a combined effort of the different components of Guru Tattva. We'll see who are there, and who all are empowered by Krishna. Because anything in this material world, anyone who is trying to either inspiring himself or trying to inspire others to come closer to Krishna, it cannot happen without empowerment of Krishna. Krishna Shakti Nahi Bina Tar Pravrutti. Without Krishna's potency, it can never happen. The same concept, because Krishna and Jiva, he has a relationship. He will deliver all any Jivas through this component whenever he wants. It is his plan. His plan to rescue Jiva from spirituality.
So someone, for example, if he gets delivered, and there are so many people involved in his delivery. So you have the Guru, you have Shiksha Guru, you have people who have fed him prasadam, you have people who have taught him, you have people who have guided him.
Very true.
So they're all part of this.
Very true. That's why whenever you say Vanchakal Prabhasya, try to please remember those personalities. Vanchakal Prabhasya Kripasindhu Prabhasya Pradhanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavas. All those Vaishnavas who helped you. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, मैं रोज रात में ये मंत्र पढ़ता हूँ. मैंने एक बार पढ़ा भागवतम में, that we have एक पाद विभूति and three पाद विभूति, right? एक पाद विभूति is spiritual world, 1/4, and 3/4 is a spiritual world. और सभी जगह पर भक्त हैं, यहाँ भी भक्त हैं, वहाँ भी भक्त हैं. वहाँ पे all liberated souls, यहाँ पे भी liberated souls आते भी हैं, plus the sadhan siddha bhakta is also there. All devotees who are aspiring to be pure devotee. तो मैं ऐसे प्रे करता हूँ कि एक पाद विभूति में जितने वैष्णव और त्रिपाद विभूति में जितने वैष्णव हैं, आप सबको प्रणाम करते हुए ये मंत्र बोलते हैं. कोई बचता नहीं है. कोई बचता नहीं है. और ये बहुत अच्छा तरीका है, बहुत अच्छा उपाय है, करना चाहिए. Attitude of gratitude is very, very important. Our Prajan Acharya. Now, okay, who is your Prajan Acharya? Without seeing the book. Very nice. Abhidaya Acharya? माता जी पीछे से बताएंगे हमारे अभिधेय विग्रह कौन से हैं, which is our अभिधेय DD. नहीं, मैं पीछे से पूछ रहा हूँ. माता जी से. Abhidaya deities.
Yeah.
No, not you.
Yeah.
Sambandha deity. I think we discussed last week, no? Last time or last?
Last.
Yes, Abhidaya deities.
Radha Govind.
Very nice. So Radha Madan Mohan is Sambandh, Radha Govind Devi, Abhidaya, and Radha Gopinath is Prabhuji deities. And similarly, we have three acharyas. Sambandh Acharya, who is there? Sanatan Pad Goswami. Isi ji, Sambandh Sanatan SS. Right? And Abhidaya, Guru Goswami. And Prabhuji, Raghunath Das Goswami. So Raghunath Das Goswami, what he used to do in Vrindavan every day? एक सहस्त्र प्रणाम लय एक लक्ष नाम दुई सहस्त्र वैष्णवर करे नित्य प्रणाम. So 1,000 dandavat he used to pay to the deities, 100,000 names, एक लाख नाम जपते थे, and 2,000 dandavat to all the Vaishnavas. So it's not that he used to meet every day the Vaishnavas. As Prabhuji mentioned, just by thinking, वो प्रभु जी मेरे से वो हेल्प किया था, प्रणाम ऐसे करते, ऐसे वो रोज करते थे वृंदावन. 1,000 विग्रह को प्रणाम करते थे 1,000 बार, 2,000 devotees and 100,000. This was his routine in Vrindavan.
On Krishna Pranam, the Suresh Prabhuji we met in Dubai. He had shared a very nice shloka from Shanti Parva. Shall I read it, Prabhu?
Please.
Very relevant one. Eko api Krishna se kritha pranamo dasha
Dasa Samedhya. We know this one, very wonderful verse.
dasha ashmed dasha क्या पढ़ेंगे देखो
एको अपि कृष्ण प्रणामो
दशश्वमेध अवभ्रथेन तुल्यं दशाश्वमेधि पुनरेति जन्म कृष्ण प्रणामिना पुनर्भव्य महाभारतम शांति पर्व.
ब्यूटीफुल वर्सेस. एक बार जो भगवान को प्रणाम करने का जो फल प्राप्त है वो 10 अगर आप अश्वमेध यज्ञ करेंगे वो भी उसके बराबर नहीं. क्यों? Because even after performing 10 Ashwamedha Yajna, again you have to come back in this ritual. You might have some occurrences in the heavenly planet, again you have to come. Chirne Punyam Mithalokam Vishanti. But paying obeisances to the Vaishnava, it means you'll be going back. There's no return in this video. Right, Prabhu? Beautiful words. Thank you, Prabhu. So, these two aspects you have to understand. One, Krishna is the one who is going to deliver us through this component of Guru Tatva. And second, it is us. Okay, Krishna has given all the arrangement. We are in the ditch, in the well. Krishna comes there, he gives a wonderful rope or the crane with the bucket. और मैं बोलूं कि मैं नहीं आना चाहता. I do not want to catch hold of this rope. Then no one can help us. So that's the second point. Devotee himself is also one cause of his own deliverance. That's true or not? Shrikant Prabhuji? That makes sense? So that is our cooperation with the Krishna plan. It means we are not cooperating. Cooperation is what? कि रस्सी आगे से पकड़ लो, यही cooperation है ना हमारा.
For him, the golden
chariot came. Yes,
and
yes.
he told to all his villagers that come.
They didn't come.
His wife also.
Very true. Naraji went to a wonderful story of Kailash. You know that? Kailash. Time was come. So same story. Naraji went several times. Please come to Kailash. Lord is calling you. He said, अभी नहीं, अभी मेरे बच्चे बड़े हो जाए. बच्चे बड़े हो गए, फिर शादी हो गई, फिर उनके पोते हो गए. And finally, he became cockroach in the house. He didn't come back. Every time Alvin came. So as I mentioned, deliver means this word deliverance means to enable a jiva to go home back to God. So there's an enabling process. The conditioned souls means disabled jiva. Now, by this process, they are being made what? Enabled. To enable a jiva to go home back to Godhead. Such a nice word, huh? And enable means to assist the jiva in the onward journey to the spiritual world. Now he can see a wonderful picture of Gop Kumar and Krishna. Gop Kumar, all the way from here, he traveled to the Golok Vrindavan. Krishna was waiting for him. The moment he entered into Golok Vrindavan, Krishna ran and he embraced him. That shows Krishna is much more. He's eager to meet us. There are many participants in this enabling process. As I mentioned earlier, many participants. Each of whom assists the jiva to a lesser or greater degree. किसी का influence बहुत ज़्यादा हो सकता है हमारे जीवन में, किसी का कम हो सकता है, but सब उसके part. Everyone is part in that, participating in that process. They are all thus part of the process of deliverance of the jiva. And as we discussed, fundamentally it's Krishna only, but Krishna does it through various instruments, Krishna policy. Now, the actual complete deliverance of the jiva is due to the collective effort of all these instrumentals. The wonderful example is given here of the bridge which was made to go to Lanka. So it was not one person. Everyone has participated in it, including a squirrel. Right?
Yeah.
Correct? He was also doing his big part. Yes. Everyone, as per his capacity, his or her capacity, they were participating in this. That's how the bridge was made. Similarly, in each jiva's life, who is about to go back to Godhead, we need a bridge from here to Golok Vrindavan. Right? And this bridge is being made by so many devotees. We don't know it. So many components are there who are making this bridge for us to go to not Lanka, Ayodhya. Our case. So this is what Maharaj mentioned, very beautiful point. You see? So the Lord employs many instruments to effect this. Some instruments play a major role like Hanumanji, and some a minor role like a squirrel. But everyone has a role. And we should be grateful to every one of them. जो खाली बस कभी हम कभी नहीं आ फोन किया प्रभु जी आ जाइए इस प्रोग्राम में. That's enough. एक ही बार. वो भी हमारे हितैषी शुभचिंतक है. Anyone. If you try to remember, you can remember so many people in our life who helped us or who are helping us. It is that collective effort that enables the jiva to cross over the spiritual world. From material world to spiritual world, we need a bridge. So it's a collective effort of so many people together. And that complete package is called Guru Tatva. This is called Vande Guru. That's why what we speak also in the morning, bhajan, what we say? Samsara Rava. What is the last line?
Vande Guru Shri Charana.
Vande
Guru.
गुरु नहीं है, वंदे गुराव है. वहां पे ध्यान दीजिएगा. प्लूरल है वहां पे. हम लोग बहुत से लोग गलत ही गाते हैं. वंदे गुरु सी नो वंदे गुराव श्री चरणारविंद. It's not Vande Guru, it's Vande Gurav. It's a plural. Very careful about this. Huh? So this is what this process is. So now the collective instrumentality is referred as a Guru. Is clear now? Guru Tatva is clear? Okay. Thus Krishna delivers the jiva. Now see, Krishna delivers the jiva through Guru Tatva. It is Krishna, but he uses the Guru Tatva. The Guru Tatva is that's via media through which Krishna delivers us. Now we can see the role of Guru Tatva and Krishna in our life. It means we need both. ये दोनों का ही बहुत. We can read one verse, Prabhuji. 11:29:6. Such an amazing verse. 11:29:6. Translation.
Oh my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in spiritual science could not fully express their indebtedness to you, even if they were endowed with the prolonged lifetime of Brahma. For you appear in two features, externally as the Acharya and internally as the Superstar, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you.
To deliver. You can see this verse. Now here, Krishna is saying that we cannot imagine that what Krishna has done in our life. And now can you read the purport, please? There is two commentary here. Jiva Goswami and Vishnu Chatripa. Two acharyas commentary have been listed.
According to Srila Jiva Goswami, Lord Krishna is 10 million times more dear to a devotee than life itself.
How many times?
10 million times.
Because they realize what he has done in order to deliver me what he has done. आप सोचिए, मैं सोचता हूँ इस बारे में कभी कभी, आप थोड़ा विचार करिए, क्या हमने कभी इस विचार में विचार किया कि मैं कुवैत आऊंगा और मुझे कृष्ण भक्त मिलेंगे? Have you ever thought about this? Any plan? How it happened? It's Krishna plan. It's very simple. We did not try for it. We did not plan. It was never ever in our plan. Nowhere. Raj Prabhuji, did you plan? None of us. It happened. And we took it for granted. But here you see, they were saying 10 million times. आगे बढ़े.
And according to Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti,
This is another Acharya saying.
even by rendering devotional service for the total duration of 1000 universal creations.
1000 creation. It means bhutva praliyate. 1000 times if you create the universe and then entire Mahapralaya, which is very, very prolonged time. Huh? 100 years of Brahmaji, that Chaturyuga. This, yes, imagine. He's saying 1000 times of this gratefulness, it is not. आगे बढ़े.
A devotee cannot repay the debt he feels to the Lord for having awarded him loving service to the Lord's lotus.
What a beautiful words. So in translation, Prabhupada says, because he understands that from within as a super soul is outside, he himself expanded in the form of Acharya, Guru, spiritual master, Guru Tatva. This is Krishna's potency. Within and without. This is how Krishna is helping a jiva, rescuing jiva from his material. So this is how Krishna through Guru Tattva. This is Krishna's policy. This is his policy. He does not do directly. He does it through the Guru Tattva. Is clear? Okay. Now Guru Tattva act in various capacities as Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, Vartma Pradarshak Guru, means the Path Pradarshak, who brought you for the very first time. Like Srila Prabhupada was brought by one of his friends. He was not devotee, by the way. He didn't become devotee also. But he just said, Narendra, आज जाएंगे वहां पे एक आचार्य आए. So he said, no, I'm not interested. I've seen so many bogus gurus and so many Mahatmas. They come to my, so-called Mahatma, to my house. My father feed every day. I have seen most of them. They just come for money. I'm not interested. He said, no, he's a different person. Just come once with me. So he helped him to first meeting with the spiritual master. Later on, he was not there. Krishna helped him. You see, Krishna how he helped him to that person. तो भगवान किसको इंस्ट्रूमेंट बनाएंगे, we don't know. It's Krishna's plan. So these all are part of Guru Tattva at various capacities. And the aspiring devotees has a personal spiritual bond with them, all of them actually. The Lord also acts in a personal capacity as the Chaitya Guru. This is very important. The Chaitya Guru and it's called Samasti Guru, And then we have a East Guru. Chaitya Guru means Krishna. He is a Jagat, पूरे जगत के गुरु हैं, आदि गुरु हैं भगवान, जगत गुरु है, right? So Chaitya Guru, when he sees Samana Vriksho Purusho Nimagne, Mundaka Upanishad, Prabhupada quote this verse. Samana Vriksho means in the same branch of the tree, the two birds are sitting there. Purusho Nimagne, two birds. One is Purusha Jiva and one is Purushottam, Paramatma. The moment, as long as we are busy in just tasting or relishing that fruit, he's just watching it. Updrashtanumantacha. No interference. But the moment this jiva, this pakshi, this bird, wants to turn his face towards this Paramatma, Chaitya Guru starts back. Immediately he will facilitate the process. Meet the devotees, the Shastra, everything, will start understanding, will understand all these valuable things in my life. That's all happens. So Chaitya Guru is the one who orchestrates this entire process in the heart super soul to guide the jiva.
So, you said Chaitya Guru, East Guru.
Chaitya Guru is called Samasti Guru also. So Samasti Guru, which is the Guru of Samasta, Puri Samasta Jagat ke Guru. He expands himself in the form of East Guru. Samasti Guru only. He will come in front of us, his expansion in the form of my East Guru, my spiritual master, personally in my life. He is the expansion of the Chaitya Guru.
What is projection?
Path Pradarshak. Path Pradarshak. The first time who brought you in this process. You are going somewhere else, but you to Prabhuji, please follow this path. Come with me to Sarmya program. Who showed you the path to the Sarmya? I'm just giving an example. Miss, who showed you the path to come to the devotee?
Though he is not a devotee, he comes along.
He may, yes. He helped us. Various capacities, I'm saying. Very, very lesser capacity, but he helped us.
One more question. Like the branch of the tree, there are two branches. One is the Jiva, second is
Paramatma.
Chaitya Guru or Paramatma. Now, so in as per the scriptures, Paramatma is separate from Jiva and the heart. So
Yes, yes.
they're two separate.
There are two. As I mentioned. Samana Vriksho, Purusho Nimagne, not Purush. Purusho means, again, plural. Two birds, Prabhupada says two birds. There's a wonderful picture in our Bhagavad Gita. You can see. Two birds are sitting. Two birds, same branch. And one is the Updrashta Anumantacha, who is just supervising everything. And also feeling that when this jiva will turn towards me. When it will turn towards me. Just waiting. And we are busy in eating that, whatever fruits we get. ठीक है? तो अभी देखिए गुरु साहब ये बहुत इंट्रिकेट सब्जेक्ट मैटर है. Now यहाँ पे महाराज कह रहे हैं the various factors that would determine the degree of deliverance of a particular jiva. It means the degree to which he becomes eligible to go back to God. Could be listed as follows. Number one, you see, various things are listed here, 6 things especially. Number one is adhikar of the guru. Prabhupada says if the guru is not competent, Prabhupada criticized so much, especially Mayavadis and such brahmanas, smart brahmanas. He said those kind of people, they cannot deliver themselves, what to speak of their dependence. Prabhupada quote this verse, this statement by his time. कि 25 पैसे वाला वो ब्राह्मण बन करके जिन्हें बन करके बोले वो अपना ही भला नहीं कर सकता है दूसरों को कैसे भला. It means if someone is not a pure devotee of Lord Shri Krishna, yatra Krishna arpita pranas tattva purush nishevaya, if that person has not given his life and soul to Lord Shri Krishna, then how he can engage someone else in this process? This is acharati iti achari. It is not just titillating words or statements. No. Sanatana Goswami, he told Haridas Thakur, there are several people who can speak nicely, who can preach nicely, but their conduct is not good. There are several people whose conducts are very good, but they can't preach nice. But you are the one who has got both the qualities. And that is why you are eligible to become a spiritual master of entire world. What is the first shloka of Dicta of Instruction?
Vacho vegam manasam krodha vegam chipa vegam uttara vegam etam vegam yoga sarvam apimam
Sarvam
apimam
apimam
prithivim sashishya.
prithvim sasishya. Such person can accept disciples all over the earthly planet. He can become spiritual master. Sarvam, who has got such qualities. So adhikar, अगर गुरु हमारे पास नहीं है 10 रुपए, कैसे हम 10 रुपए देंगे? Right? Adhikar of guru is very important. That's why the first thing we should understand the bona fide spiritual master. Prabhupada used this word several times. The bona fide spiritual master. You see in India, almost everyone has guru. Almost everyone. It's a culture. सबके पास गुरु. अब गांव में जाएंगे पूरा गांव गुरु मुख है. माता जी? Everyone has guru. But are everyone is going to go back to God? Question mark. Question mark. It depends on the adhikar of guru also. Number 2, Vani of the guru. The nature of the teaching and the quality of guidance offered by the gurus. Very important. That is not inspiring us, not attracting us towards the lotus feet of Krishna. कैसे गुरु के पास, कैसे हम कृष्ण के पास जा सकते? How we can be relevant? If the message as it is does not come what Krishna has revealed for the jivas, Sarvadharman Pratijamamekam, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, surrender unto me. And Guru is not teaching that process, he's not speaking those words, those things. How can we attract towards Krishna? How can we surrender ourselves? That's why Prabhupada says at the beginning, the Guru business is what? Just to repeat. Krishna is saying, please take my shelter. The Spirit Master will say the same thing. Please take shelter of Krishna. So Vani. And third is Sharanagati. Now see, the first 2 is about spiritual master. Now third is what? Now disciples, our responsibility.
Surrender.
Very important process. ये कैसे बताऊं आपको मैं? हमने गुरु ग्रहण कर लिया, बहुत अच्छे गुरु, सदगुरु है. It means my account in the spiritual world is open. But then I'm not putting any money and I'm not withdrawing money. So जो बैंक में को पता है, ये 1 साल तक आपको कुछ ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं है, 2 साल तक तो they will close the account. भाई कोई मतलब ही नहीं account का. It's not worth to have account. Right? So even though we have taken initiation, तो शरणागति है ही नहीं है. There's no Sharanagati. There's no hearing, there's no receiving message, instructions, nothing. बस गुरु ग्रहण कर लिया, कुछ इच्छा हो चुकी है. कुछ ही समय में अकाउंट क्लोज हो जाए. Account will be closed. Right, bro? हाँ?
Deactivate हो जाएगा.
Deactivate हो जाएगा.
Double हो जाएगा.
One time, Srila Prabhupada, he was there, and one disciple, he cheated actually. He became a disciple, and finally he was caught in something, and was, I think, yes, if I'm not mistaken, he was a communist. He was acting to know the process, what is going on there. He became a disciple of Shiva. And finally he revealed, and he went back. So everyone came and said, Prabhupada, what happened to your disciple? Fell down. He said, no. He was acting to be my disciple. I was also acting to be his good. I was not. I don't accept him as a disciple. He was acting, I was also acting. Ye tha mam prapadyante tam seva bhajam. Krishna and Krishna's bona fide relative, they have the same conception. जिस भाव से आप गुरु के पास जाएंगे, गुरु वैसे आदान करेंगे.
Also used to give an example. Some insects, so all the ants will come and eat.
Yes.
That Prabhuji using the example.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Ants who are eating all their disciples. He's false guru, so all the disciples they are.
Very true. Parampuri Radhagovind Maharaj, he speaks on the same story. He gives one very nice doha. It's on lighter note. He said, Lobhi Guru, Lalachi Chela. Chela means disciple. Lobhi Guru is a greedy spiritual master, and Lalchi, Chela. और दोनों का नरक में ठेलम ठेला ऐसे महाराज बोलते हैं परंपरा ज्यादा कोई महाराज बोलते हैं ऐसे होता है on the same example.
This is the reality of today's guru.
Yes, it is what.
Everybody is a
I
guru.
think there's one movie has come now, right? One movie has come. I was hearing my colleague was discussing in the office. Some movie has come on the not Kerala, on the sadhu. Especially, I don't want to take the name. The Tatha Papa Bapu who jail में जो है, एक movie अभी just movie आई है. ये लोग ऑफिस में बात कर रहे थे. मनोज बाजपेयी है that. Exactly same story. So Sharanagati disciples, the degree to which the devotee follows the instruction of the gurus, very very important. This we had discussed I think earlier. The three types of disciple. Let me discuss this point, right? One who just waits for instruction. Second, he does what he.
How much is
And third,
one,
he wants to.
interprets.
He wants to do more and more, like Hanumanji. Hanumanji was asked just to go and check where Sita is. He was not told or advised to burn the Lanka, but he did more service. They always want to do more service. Always eager to do service. हमारे गुरु थे और उनके शिष्य थे. तथाकथित गुरु तथाकथित शिष्य. Both were sleeping in a house. So गुरुजी बोले कि बेटा लाइट बंद कर दो, नींद नहीं आ रही है. हिंदी समझ रहे हैं आप लोग? तो हिंदी में मजा आएगा सुनने में. तो शिष्य बोले महाराज आंख बंद कर लीजिए, अपने आप अंधेरा हो जाएगा. कौन उठेगा? आप आंख बंद कर लीजिए, अपने आप अंधेरा हो जाएगा. कहे बेटा देखो ये बाहर बारिश हो रही है, क्या आवाज आ रही है? तो ऐसे उठा, बोला महाराज बारिश हो रही है. कहे तुम बाहर गए नहीं? क्या महाराज वो बिल्ली आई है बाहर से, भीगी लग रही है, लगता है बाहर बारिश हो रही है. थोड़ी बात बोले बेटा एक गिलास पानी मिल सकता है? क्या महाराज देखिए 2 आदेश का पालन कर दिया मैंने, तीसरा आप खुद कर लीजिए. ऐसे भी लोग. Several times the disciples, they want instruction from spiritual master the way, I mean, they're interested in. So they inform. They will go to spiritual master and say, Maharaj, मैं ये करने जा रहा हूँ और आप क्या कीजिए. मतलब inform कर रहे हैं. And it happened with Sadhana Swami Maharaj earlier. It should happen like this. You know, sometimes what happens, the Grihastha devotees, so whenever they are blessed with a child, son or daughter, they want a spiritual master should give the name. It's a very common thing. तो चाहेंगे वो महाराज को बोले महाराज आप नाम दे, कुछ नाम दे दिया तो एक बार ऐसा हुआ, वो नाम लेके आए, फिर उनके घर में बहुत उन्होंने जो माता पिता को बोले कि नाम अच्छा नहीं है, दूसरा नाम रखो. और उन्होंने फोन किया, महाराज सॉरी गिव दिस नेम, बट हमारे घर के लोग बहुत आपत्ति कर रहे हैं और हमने नाम चेंज. From that time, Maharaj, what he does now, so that devotee should not offend spiritual master by disobeying the order of spiritual master. It's disobeying. So now, if someone goes to Maharaj, Maharaj will say, "You come with 5 names, 5 options." So there will be 5 options. Then we ask, anonymously in your family members, which one is the best name you like? This Maharaj will go, okay, this name. तो दोबारा उनको वो गुरु अपराध ना हो. गुरु कितना सोचते हैं. Similarly, one time Srila Prabhupada was there, and devotee came. He was married. He said, Prabhupada, I have so many problems with my wife. I'm going to continue. It was okay, get divorced. The other disciple was standing there and Prabhupada, what you're saying? You always teach us that in the Vedic scripture, the Vedic injunctions and Vedic sabhata culture, this divorce word is not there actually. We spend life with our spend throughout our life. It's not good practice. So how did you allow it? He said he had already decided. He had just come to me to get my confirmation. If I would have told no, still he's going to do that. So that will become Guru Avagya. So at least he is safe from Guru Avagya. See how they think? So Sharanagati, very important. Shraddha, very, very important. The faith of the devotee in the Guru and the degree of inspirations he derives from him or them. Very, very important aspect. Srila Prabhupada, you see, Vyavasatmika Buddhi Ekhe Kunandana. Prabhupada writes in one of his statement that I was impressed by this verse. Vyavasatmika Buddhi Ekhe Kunandana. Second chapter, verse number 40. It's 41. I think it's 41. Check. 240 is Neha Brikam Naswasti. 41 is Vyavasatmika. Probably. So Vyavasatmika Buddhi. This thing, huh?
Yes, bro. 41.
40.
I want against two intelligent persons. तो क्या बोले वो? प्रभुपाद जी कह रहे हैं कि व्यवसात्मिक बुद्धि. That on my spiritual master instructions, I had that व्यवसात्मिक throughout my life, and I was deriving so much inspiration from that. Yes, I have to fulfill his instructions. Prabhupada, what he's saying here now. Similarly, now we have several people in our life, as we heard that. Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, Tatva, so many personalities. But now it depends from whom I derive the maximum inspiration. It's very, very important. Very, very important. That's why it mentions, especially he derives from him or them. Vapu. The degree of personal physical association of the Guru obtained by disciple. Very important. If possible, we should go and when Yatra is there, any possibilities there, we should try to use. Prabhupada, you see, Prabhupada used to come from Allahabad all the way, he used to come to Vrindavan, Radhakund, every year almost to meet his spiritual master. That's how we develop a relationship. Otherwise, you see in India, maximum people what they do. अभी जुलाई में आएगी गुरु पूर्णिमा, वन डे गुरु पूर्णिमा डे, जहां भी उनका गुरु वहां पे जाएंगे. वो अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा कल्चर है, वेरी नाइस कल्चर. They will bring so many, the villagers, they will bring the samagri, whatever it is, they will go and give. There's no hearing and that's all okay, but at least they have a culture to meet at least once in a year to the spiritual master on the day of Guru Purnima. And Sauhard of the Guru is very, very important. This is the full stop. The well wishes of spiritual master. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasad. He should be pleased. He should have a very good feeling about his disciple. We should not do something that, that will have a very bitter feeling. Never. If that is there, good wishes, our life becomes very easy. So keeping the above 6 factors in mind, there is also a following consideration, which Maharaj has given. For example, the greater the advancement of the prominent gurus, the greater the faith surrender of a disciple, the greater will be the degree of relevance. So as I mentioned, it's a two-way process. And as we know in Isckon, I'm going to go a little faster now because we have so much time. So first of all, we have Srila Prabhupada. He's our preeminent Shiksha Guru, our instructing spiritual master. Because right from beginning, we hear his teachings only. No matter through whom, but the same teaching of Srila Prabhupada. Everyone is giving us the same teaching in different ways. So he is our preeminent Shiksha Guru. He is our Sansthapak Acharya and Prakash. Then our Diksha Guru, our initiating spiritual master. And Shiksha Gurus may be many. Like Ramacharya, he had 13, 14 Gurus. Huh? Initiating spiritual should be only one, but Shiksha Guru can be many. Now, this is very, very important. So which of the two categories, Shiksha and Diksha Guru, are relatively more important with regards to the reverence? The answer is both have a very, very important role. Because our entire process, last line, the bold line, red font, our entire process is based on Shiksha. There should be a very, very healthy dependence on Shiksha, even with our Diksha Guru. Actually, Diksha Guru is our primary Shiksha Guru. We are hearing him. We are receiving so much Shiksha from him. So in our parampara, Diksha Guru is not just giving the initiation. No. He's our primary Shiksha Guru. And there's a need of healthy dependence on Shiksha. That's how our process is. So now, Maharaj says, practically, at the heart of the process of deliverance is the principle of Shiksha and the mercy that comes with it. So the Shiksha Guru have a very important role to play in the life of a devotee. And that's why I'm saying our Diksha Guru is our primary Shiksha Guru. We should make sure that every day we are hearing. Our day should not complete without him. Connection is there. I have seen Prabhupada disciples who visit here. Almost everyone, they have a habit to hear Sri Prabhupada. Whether it's in the bathroom, while they're drinking Prashadam, everything. He's always Chandramani Sangha, he says, right from first day till now he's around 70 plus. He said, not a single day I have missed reading 2 hours Sri Prabhupada. Minimum 2 hours every day I read Sri Prabhupada. 50 years. So whoever I have seen who have visited here, we serve them, everyone they have Prabhupada day. One time, Dana Swami Maharaj, he was about to leave from Wada farm to Chopai temple. So his secretary, he kept everything in the car. Maharaj asked him, where is my iPod? Because it was not in a small bag. He said, oh Maharaj, I forgot. He said, that's my lifeline. Maharaj said, it's filled with Prabhupada lectures. He said, that's my lifeline. That's not everything, I cannot survive. Every day, they're their spiritual master. And they're teaching to all of us. So our relationship with our spiritual master is based on what? Shiksha. Very healthy dependence on Shiksha. Now, these are little loaded slide. In a situation where there's a minimal personal Shiksha, read very carefully. Received by the devotee from the Diksha Guru, or even when the Diksha Guru does not know or remember of the existence, what to speak of the name of a certain disciple, in such a case, due to strong faith of disciple, the contribution of Diksha Guru, perhaps even without the Diksha Guru's conscious knowledge of faith, to deliverance may be fairly significant. Because we have complete faith. In our society, it's very rarely we have seen that we get opportunity to be with the spiritual master, or whether he knows your name or not. No, because there's so many disciples. It may not be possible also. It's up to us that how determined we are. You mentioned that if we are hearing every day his Vani, so that Vani, there's connection. It's very, very strong. Every time you can feel Prabhupada, he met 2-3 times. One of the disciples of Sri Prabhupada, His Holiness Niranjan Swami Maharaj. He was there in one of the program. And Maharaj asked him, Maharaj, how many times you met Sri Prabhupada? Zero. Last 50 years, they are giving their complete life for Sri. When Uddhava, when he had gone to meet all the gopis in Vrindavan, Uddhava day and night staying with Krishna, right? In Dwarika. Day and night. They're so close to Krishna, Uddhava, sleeping on the same bed, sleeping in the same thali. They were so close. Krishna used to love him like anything. When he came to Vrindavan, he met the gopis in Shramaniya, and he realized, although physically I'm very much close to Krishna, it seems I'm apart. And these gopis, physically they are apart, but they're much closer than me to Krishna. So this relationship is not based on physical proximity. You have to understand this. because they were constantly absorbed. You mentioned that when we are with Krishna, there's only one Krishna. But without Krishna, everywhere Krishna is there. So many Krishnas. We heard that day? Remember that? Last time? So this is how gopis were there. Union in separation. And this is our parampara is. Our special master, because they are so much busy in preaching activity and service of Srila Prabhupada, hardly will get an opportunity to be with them physically. But with our absorption, with our faith, with our convictions, hearing them every day, knowing their mood, their instructions, we can always be. Always. That's what is mentioned here. Now, second point. But it's also possible that the link between devotee and Diksha Guru becomes weak. How? Due to what? Have you seen that? I have seen personally. What is ISKCON? ISKCON also I have seen. Certain people, they start criticizing the spiritual ministry. They come to that level. Because there was no shiksha. It was just emotional relationship. It was not dependent on shiksha. Yes, please.
I feel that therefore it's extremely important to get Diksha only when you're true inspiration.
It's very true. That's a whole process. This process is just not, just at the very beginning I mentioned, it's not a Sahajiya process. Philosophy, for purposes. Sentiments without philosophy is a Sahajiya actually. And only philosophy without any emotions is dry speculation. So it will be properly balanced. So it's Siddhanta is very, very balanced. We have philosophy and then definitely we have emotions. Especially master. Whenever he is there, people have the tears and eyes, their emotions are very much required. It comes. It will come. But first we understand the relationship. इनके बिना मेरा जीवन useless है without his mercy. It may result in diminished faith and inspiration. Is this right? It is likely that a devotee would seek primary inspiration and shiksha elsewhere. It happened. People that left ISKCON. They went to Radhakund, Shyamkund, somewhere here and there. It happened because of this problem. They could not derive the proper shiksha here. Thus, the Diksha Guru would play a reduced role in that case actually. And that should never happen in our life. We want to save ourselves from this. It means what? That we have to keep on that inspirations always very high. Very high level. And that can only happen when you hear his Vani every day. Always be in touch with him. Every day. Touch with him. The more and more you hear, the more your inspiration. Oh, जैसे आप कुछ पढ़ रहे हैं अभी. I'll give you an example. You're reading the scriptures. Something. कुछ वाक्य है वहां पर जो भागवतम के वाक्य है. And same day you heard something, or maybe next day you heard something. The spiritual master is also saying the same thing, same concept. So wow, मेरे गुरुजी भी वही बिल्कुल शास्त्र की बात बोल रहे हैं. तो इसलिए पढ़ना और सुनना बहुत आवश्यक है. Then you see that आपका इतना बढ़ जाएगा inspiration की part. Prabhupada did the same thing. Prabhupada, one time he was standing down. The spiritual master, he saw a scorpio. Did Prabhupada kill? He said, Abhay, kill that scorpio. Prabhupada got bewildered. My spiritual master is a saintly person. He should have a jeev daya. Why he is asking me to kill scorpio? And later on in the 7th canto, he read the verse. Prahlad Maharaj, that verse mentioned that even saintly persons becomes happy when a scorpio and snakes are killed because they are poisonous. They have enmity. Prabhupada said, wow. Prabhupada was. Then I realized what my spiritual master is. Similarly, one time Srila Prabhupada, he was there. And Shrutikirti Prabhu, his secretary, Prabhupada rang the bell, he came. He was chanting, Prabhupada was standing in the room. Prabhupada said, go and pick that insect. And he was searching, he could not, because it's so small insect, he could not even see. And then after very struggle, he got a very small insect. It was lying on the ground. Prabhupada said, I have been watching this for the last 10 minutes. It seems that he's hungry. And this insect sits on flowers. So go to the deity room and pick one flower from the garland of Lord. He came back, he gave, and then he took the insect. He came back and he wrote in his diary that day that what my spiritual master is. I was thinking that he just think about the human being, not how compassionate he is. So you see, your inspiration increases. When you hear and read something like this, and you see spiritual master character, that's why it's very important to associate this through one. Very, very important. Otherwise, there's no meaning actually. It's a business. It's a Prabhupada, John Bhattikas Maharaj here mentioned one time. He had 1 week class. You remember the series of class? The contract between disciple and the spiritual master. It's a contract. If any party breaches, it's gone. So what we are supposed to do, we have to do. What he's supposed to do, he has to do. Then only this Sri Bhakti Marga, Shuddha Bhakti, will take birth between two personalities, which is master and disciple. We both are potent.
Just hearing, I mean, the process is very simple, but extremely difficult to implement.
Very true. Very true.
It's very clear.
It's very simple, but it's very difficult to apply. So there is a deep relationship of faith and trust, and the devotee derives great inspiration from that actually, when they hear the Vani of Master. That's why this hearing process had been emphasized so much in our scripture. Now, Jiva cannot be delivered without mercy, is undisputed. There is no dispute. Kripa sadhya hai. But mercy permeates every aspect of Krishna consciousness and may be delivered to the aspiring devotee in various ways through various instruments. Now, there might be some Kripa siddha, it's okay, fine. But we should not be aspiring for that. Definitely we are not. हमको समझना कि हमारा जीवन साधन सिद्धि होने वाला है. So we have been given a process and we have to follow the process. Last line. The process is to attain perfection through one's effort or sadhana. Jiva who are so delivered are called sadhan siddhas. And this is what Prabhupada says. Most of us will fall in this category. Right? So in this what happens? That both the component, when sadhana is the one which attracts the mercy, which attracts the kripa, Prabhupada says that. So sadhana bhakti entails a combination of one's own effort with the mercy of the Lord that comes through various sources. That's what Maharaj said here. And we know the pastime of Yashoda Maiya, like how 2 fingers short, one is his her own effort, and then the kripa of Krishna was manifested. And then, yes. So finally, Maharaj conclude that based on the 6 things, if our spiritual master is potent and we are having a full Sharanagati, complete inspirations, it means we're also trying to cooperate with the process. Then Prabhupada Maharaj says, a jiva cannot be delivered unless he cooperates in this delivery process, as I mentioned earlier. Krishna has made all the plan through the Guru Sadhu Shastra and through all the Guru Tatva. Now what we have to do, we have to cooperate with the plan of Krishna. What is the cooperation? We have to be very obedient with all the Gurus, always very grateful to them, and taking this process very sincerely. But to understand that each devotee who are after us, they're helping us. They're helping us to walk on this bridge, to cross over. We should be very grateful. We understand this, that they're helping us, and we have to walk. We have to cooperate with this process. They're catching hold of us and they're just trying to drag us. Okay, after which I just follow. Then this process will be completed. Krishna's plan will be completed. But if any distraction is there, then we might ignore this cooperation and whatever reason. Then we can see that the time span, Prabhupada says there might be there might be a gap of million of years. Million of years, which we cannot afford if we miss this chance. इतने भक्त मिले हैं इस बार, पता नहीं अगली बार मिलेंगे नहीं मिलेंगे. By the God's mercy, we have got this wonderful parampara, and as Dimple pointed out very nicely, this entire parampara, you see, trying to pull us so many means. And we have to understand this compassion of Krishna. Finally, Prabhupada says, the service of the spiritual master is essential. If there is no chance to serve the spiritual master directly, a devotee should serve him by remembering his instruction, like Srila Prabhupada. और उसके रोज सुनना पड़ेगा. मैं सबको बोलता हूँ, मैं सबको विनती करता हूँ, मैं खुद भी करने का प्रयास करता हूँ. Every day without hearing, without at least having one instruction, you don't sleep. We have to understand our spiritual master, whatever they have spoken or speaking anywhere. They're speaking for disciple, my Guru, Mamatva, my spiritual master. Every word coming from his lotus mouth is for my own deliverance. इसलिए एक अच्छे डिसाइपल जो होते हैं, उनका ये इच्छा होती है कि whatever word has spoken by spiritual master in span of whatever years, that from beginning he has joined Isckon till he's there. I want to hear all those words at least once in my lifetime. And for that we have to make it. We have to make it. Because he has spoken so many words. Itne lectures hain. I'm trying to hear from 1989. We were 1992 पे पहुंचा. Just imagine. 89, 90, 91. And every year he has given 300, 400 lectures. And I'm sure all spiritual master, सब ऐसे ही. उनके सारे वाक्य अपने शिष्यों के लिए. It's a serious business, no? It's a serious business, serious commitment. अब सोचिए एक जीव को इस मेटेरियल वर्ल्ड से स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड लेके जाना है, और इसमें हमारे we have to cooperate and this all personalities here there. वो दिन रात हमें मेहनत कर रहे हैं, हमको भी साथ में देखना पड़ेगा. Like our Prabhuji, he teaches devotees, children. वो हम वो लोग पढ़ाते हैं. तो जब ये बैठते साथ में बैठना पड़ेगा हमें भी ना. Prabhu is willing to teach, right Prabhu? तो हमको भी बैठना पड़ेगा, 2 घंटे बैठना पड़ेगा बेटा ना, तभी हो पाएगा, right? That is not possible. So our spiritual master, Diksha Guru, Shiksha, they all are ready. They are spending so much time, energy. They're traveling all over the world. For what? For this purpose. Prabhupada used to write in the night. For what? This purpose. They all are ready to help us. Not up to us how sincere we are. Then this is guaranteed. The process is guaranteed. Aham tarshyami turantaparam. Definitely will cross over. There's no doubt about this. Because everyone who has taken this process, they crossed over. There's no doubt about the process. Prabhupada says, there's no difference between the spiritual master's instruction and the spiritual master himself. You see? This is how it's inconceivable. Prabhupada mentioned, never ever there was a time in my life when I was away from Vrindavan Dham or away from my spiritual master. And we know that he was not physically with him. But it is his statement. Because all the time he was carrying his instructions in his heart. In the lotus of his heart, he was putting those instructions and carrying on. तो ये हमारा ऑर्नामेंट है. शिष्य के लिए गुरु के निर्देश उनके आभूषण, और उनको सदैव उसको रिलीज करना चाहिए. Such enough instructions. Then this is very easy process. In his absence, therefore, his words of direction should be the pride of pride of disciple. What a wonderful purport by Srila Prabhupada. एक भक्त का गर्व है, अभिमान है हमारे गुरु की आज्ञा हमारा अभिमान है. Pride represent. Okay, and beta Dimple, can you read this Guru Parampara?
Regarding Parampara system, there is nothing to it with the forbidden gods. Just like we belong to Brahma Sampradaya, so we accept it from Krishna to Brahma, Brahma to Narada, Narada to Vasudev, Vasudev to Madhava, and between Vasudev and Madhava, there's a big gap.
So this is, if you open your Bhagavad Gita book, at the last page of introduction, before first chapter, you will have a Guru Shishya Parampara. Right? Sometimes people they ask, general people they ask, that itne guru hai aapke paas? 32 guru hai? Nahi. So there's a gap. That's what Prabhuji talking. Yes.
But it is sometimes said that Vasudev is still there, and Madhava was fortunate enough to meet him directly. In a similar way, we find in the Bhagavad Gita that the Gita was taught to sun gods some million of years ago. But Krishna has mentioned only 3 names in this Parampara system. Isckon, Manu, and Isckon. And so these gaps do not hamper from understanding the Parampara system. We have to pick up the prominent Acharya and follow
From him. So what does it mean? Because all the names cannot be listed. The names which are listed there, they all are Acharya. It means they have written a commentary. They all have given some commentary, contribution. Only those names are there. There are several devotees whose names are not there. Okay, now this I'll skip because what is time now? So this I'll take during when we start IDC that time. By the way, this is our Vartaman Guru Vrinda. It's called Vartaman Guru Vrinda. We see. This is Mayapur. It's such a wonderful thing. This is Prabhupada gems. He collected from all over the world. And everyone, you see the same mission, same common goal. How Prabhupada would have taught them, how he inspired them, people from different parts, different color, different creeds, all are together now. America, Africa, all parts of it. Same inspirations. And few of them we were so fortunate to associate with them. We got the darshan here. We heard from them, and we know that how they carry Sri Prabhupada's instruction. Yatha Krishna arpita pranas tatra purush. The life and soul. Pranar arthar dhiya vacha. Remember that shloka? I request everyone to remember that shloka. Eta vacha. Very nice. So again, I'll remember. Please remember this shloka. Very nice. 10, 22, 35. And also Adri Lila, 9th chapter, verse number 42. 42 is quoted by this. It's actually Bhagavatam shloka. So Pranar Arthar Dhiya Vacha. These spiritual master, what they have done, they have given their life, Pran, Arthar, their entire property, whatever they had in their possession. You'll be surprised to know. His Honor's Bhakti Jara Swami Maharaj, he belongs to a very, very opulent family. And you know, this temple of Ujjain, even he took money from his house, his own people, and he invested it. Can you imagine? So they have given everything. His Honor's Jara Swami Maharaj was standing, very big personality. He was that time 5th richest person in America. His son. Prabhupada went there, his picture was in the newspaper. Some soccer. Prabhupada saw, he just by Prabhupada said, who is this guy? But some said, Prabhupada, he is the son of that person. I want to meet him. We met him, you now see. He's Mayapur. He's a Mayapur. He speaks Bengali. So wonderful. Huh? That was funny. All of them you see from such a beautiful family. So this is Vardhaman Guru Vrinda, and they all are Guru. They are usually spiritual master. Last time I had promised that I'll just give a brief of this about few gurus so that you will understand that there are so many gurus are there. So in Isckon, only these sannyasis, there are so many other sannyasis are there, but only few of them have been authorized to give initiation. It means there's a process in Isckon. There is a initiating spiritual master committee is there, the guru committee is there. That committee decides that, okay, now he is eligible to give initiation, as I mentioned last time. It's not that any sannyasi will give initiation, no. The entire process there. GBC governs everything. The check and balance. I mentioned last time that everybody is on radar. What they're speaking are being heard by the higher parties and how they're visiting the places. Each places where they visit, I mentioned last time. So we receive a feedback form. How he behaved, how he stayed there, what he was not demanding anything. You know, we have to give this long list of people, and we provide every time, especially for sannyasis. It's such a transparent system, you see. कहाँ मिलेगा ये? बताइए. अब देखिए कोई गुरु बन जाता है तो कोई can someone ask him anything? No. But यहाँ पे सब कुछ. आप थे मेरे साथ में ना दुबई में. When we went to meet His Holiness Prakash Maharaj, remember that? To that ashram, and we gave some donation. Remember that? Immediately he called his disciples. He did count how much. He said, because we have to declare. Everything they have to declare, how much I got donation, how much I used in my traveling, everything. Every sannyasi is giving their report to the Guru Committee. It's so transparent. So transparent. This is what Prabhupada made system. Prabhupada के पास भी कुछ नहीं. Nothing. I was reading a TKG diary, Tamada's diary, last stage. This is May 1977. Sorry, no, April 1977. Last year, the year which he left his transcendental body. So that year, in April month, he was on the terrace. And he called Tamat Maharaj and Upendra Prabhu and Mataji was there. All of them, they were there. And when was giving the sastra. So Prabhupada has a Janeo, in Janeo mein tali, choti tali, kunji, key. Prabhupada removed it and gave to Tamal Goswami Maharaj. He said, go down in the Almirah, I have a small box. Open it. There's 10,000 rupees. It should be brought right from Bengali with me, lying there. And 3 of you distribute. Maharaj, why? Let's see. Now, I don't know how long I'll live. You all have served me. You have left your entire family, everything for me, for your Guru. We should reciprocate. So this is not from the Isckon. This is when I came here, it was with me. What I'll do, you distribute. And all 3 were having tears in us. This is broken. So detached. He made a system that everyone in this conflict, they have all the facility for Krishna service for themselves. His John Saraswati Maharaj was giving class in HSBC Bank. So all the bankers were sitting there. Papa started the class. See how funny it is. You have come to hear. All bankers have come to hear. This is HSBC, renowned bank, from a person who never signed a check, who does not have any account in any bank. You are hearing from that person. This is how they manage. So this Maharaj, we know Maharaj this is one of the longest standing sannyasi in Isckon, not in Isckon, in all the Vaishnava parampara in India. Because he became sannyasi very, very young age. Prabhupada gave him sannyasi. Prabhupada told him he is Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's eternal associate. That time when people used to go to America and trying to get the green card or this thing, That time Maharaj came to India and he wanted to have Indian passport. He got Indian passport in 1968. Can you imagine? 68, 69. Prabhupada went to the embassy and he pleaded with that officer. He said, Maharaj, he's from America and he wants to do passport. He said, he is associated with Mahaprabhu. He wants to preach him. Give him passport. So Maharaj has been serving, we all know. He's so lovable, so dear to the entire community. Most of now the other sannyasis have got their sannyas diksha from Maharaj on behalf of Srila Prabhupada. He's so senior, he's senior most. And Maharaj visits here also. He had come here 2-3 times. आपने किसे दर्शन दिया था आप महाराज over there that time? Who to darshan Maharaj? Okay. So now Maharaj's health condition is very challenging. He comes on wheelchair. He had a very severe stroke in 2008 or 9 from that time, but nothing has stopped him. The moment he came out from the hospital, he was in coma for so many days, the wheelchair, he gave the Bhagavatam class. It's a miracle what's happening with him. In this stage, nobody can travel, but he's preaching constantly the way he was doing before. He's traveling all over the world. With him, always 3-4 devotees are there. Doctors, his personal servant, always there. But he's restlessly, he's preaching, tirelessly. His Holiness Swami Maharaj ki jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada disciples. Sometimes you can watch his video in Canada. He was preaching in the 1980s. Very bold personality. Several interviews he has given there in Canada. So many temples. He's a very important personality. He was in Grihastha Ashram. He became sannyas. That's why he's Goswami. Whenever we have a Goswami name, it means he was in Grihastha, became later on sannyas. But Swami, he never entered into Grihastha Ashram. And Prabhupada has so many Swamis as well. So Maharaj, now basically he's based at Delhi, but he keeps on traveling, and Canada is also his base. In Delhi now we have 17 temples, big temples, because of him. He's a very important personality. GBC for so many areas. Here we have the Prabhu who visited, Ananta Roop Prabhu from America, is Maharaj disciple. And we are very blessed to have so many disciples of Maharaj here in Kannada. These are so many disciples. Asiman Krishna Prabhu, Namata Krishna Prabhu, Shri Krishna Prabhu, Pranitay Prabhu, so many devotees in Sabia, in Shiva Sagan, and so many devotees in Japataka Hall, are all are devotees of Maharaj, disciples of Maharaj. We have almost now 50 disciples here in Kannada. And in Middle East, not Middle East, the entire world, Maharaj has maximum disciples. Because he had got the instruction from Sri Prabhupada, you have to make at least 10,000 disciples. And now he has more than that. When he visits Bangladesh, Mataji, in one stage he will give 5,000 disciples in the initiation. 5,000 like that. So, a very important personality. His Honor Bhakti Vinayas Narasimha Swami Maharaj, he also visits here. We had a wonderful fortune to have his darshan. Very, very wonderful, very, very nice, very strict sannyasi. He preaches in the areas Singapore and Thailand, China, very difficult places. His disciple we have here, Abhiram Prabhu. His Abhiram Prabhu is my disciple. Shweta Mataji's husband. Maharaj, he got his sannyas diksha from Tamal Krishna Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada disciple, Prabhupada's right hand. His Honor Indradum Swami Maharaj, he is called traveling monk. He always keeps on traveling. Entire Europe is completely inspired by Maharaj. We had a disciple here, Her Grace Shri Sundari Mataji. No, she's not there. She used to stay in the Titanic building in Salmi. You know that? She was Maharaj. She is. Maharaj comes to Dubai also. Sometimes we invite here also. Very well known for his wonderful classes. very jolly personality. He was in army, by the way, before. And he does a wonderful function in Europe, where he, on the beaches, thousands and thousands of people, they come in the festival, special festival. Very famous for that. There's so many disciples all over the world. His Holiness Noyang Swami Maharaj, he's based at Jammu, a disciple. At the age of 9-10 years, he left home. And he also visits. He had come here before, one time, long back. One of our camp devotees, Sudama Prabhu, Desciple. His Holiness Bhakti Bring Govind Swami Maharaj, he had come here 2 times. He is a GBC for Kanyadesh, along with Jagannatha Swami Maharaj. He is a GBC for Middle East, including Kanyadesh. Maharaj is very well known for his wonderful, very famous personality. Very wonderful programs they do in Dubai. It's called Awakening of the Soul, ATS program. Very big program. One time we attended here, myself, Krishna Pranam, who had gone from here. Maharaj is very merciful. He comes here also. He had come 2 times. He initiates. And about him, I was talking earlier. Then Swami Maharaj, a wonderful personality. He preaches in Russia. Russian countries. Very famous personality. He, because Swami Maharaj and Sri Ram Swami, 3 personalities of our disciples, are very wonderful. They share the friendship, and they also share the same kind of tune they sing, same kind of melody also they follow. His Holiness Prahlad Swami Maharaj, he was GBC last year, very learned personality, with one proper disciple. And in 1975 he joined. You can see how he is spent. And he also member of BIHE and MIHE. So he gives the classes specifically for the scholars. Those kind of classes. He became GBC several times. जो हिंदी स्पीकिंग डिवोटी है, हिंदी बोलने वाले, उनके लिए महाराज बहुत से अमरिंद्र प्रभु जी डिसाइपल ऑफ महाराज, राधा मोहन स्वामी महाराज बहुत प्रभुपाद जी की प्रिय शिष्य, ये केवल भागवती कथा करते हैं. He was in Gita Press earlier. In Gita Press that time, the Bhaiji, Dharma Prasad ji Bhottar, very learned personality, he was working under him. And he said, I want to surrender to the bona fide spiritual master. That time Prabhupada was in India. He told Dharma Prasad ji Bhottar, you please go and surrender to him. That time Prabhupada was in Varanasi at the bank of Ganges. He was about to take bath. He reached there and asked Srila Prabhupada, I want to meet Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, who are you? And he told, Prabhupada asked some question. And he gave the answer. He said, I'm Prabhupada. Then he accepted him. And then he came to the temple and he was always reading only Bhagavatam. So the devotee complained, Prabhupada, this personality, this only he is reading Bhagavatam, no other service. Prabhupada could see his interest, his willingness, his deep absorption in Bhagavatam. Prabhupada, he called all devotees. He said, from today on, nobody should disturb him. He will do just only one seva, but only Bhagavatam. From that time on, Maharaj only gives Bhagavatam. And if you hear sometimes Bhagavatam classes, you'll be amazed.
He says, Amarendra Prabhu also mentioned one of his lectures. Maharaj doesn't speak Bhagavatam. He gets headache.
Yes.
He gets headache.
Such a wonderful. Very beautiful person. We met him 2-3 times. Maharaj is not visiting him. What he does in Vrindavan, without any disciple, without chappals, just from 2-3 times I interacted. And I asked one of the disciples, I said, Maharaj, when he comes in Vrindavan, we want to be in Vrindavan. He does not pose that he is a special master and so on. Alone he will go and he will just go and sit and chant his rounds. Complete absorption. And Bhagavatam, on one shloka, he can speak for at least for years. That is the absorption. Sometimes you hear this Damodar Katha, any Katha. On Dhruva pastime, he will speak for 1 month. He's so scholar. He will just see the words and he will take Sanskrit word shloka, one word, and he will go a very different level actually. He's for Bhagavatam only. It's a Bhagavatam only for Bhagavatam. His Holiness Losami Maharaj, he is a Kirtan Samrat. On the day of his marriage, he was pulled by Srila Prabhupada and given sannyas danda. Can you imagine that? He was in Bombay. While studying, he came to Srila Prabhupada. His family member came to know he was Maharashtra. And they went there, they pulled him from the hostel. कि कोई पढ़ा नहीं करना, चलो घर पे तुम्हारी शादी करनी। उनकी शादी का डेट फिक्स हो गया, शादी का मंडप बन गया, शादी चलने वाली थी, शादी होने वाली थी. Prabhupada came to know this news. Prabhupada, along with his disciple, he went there. शादी के मंडप से उनको उठाया. He brought him and gave him sannyas danda. This is Swami Maharaj, wonderful sannyas. He's preaching all over the world. If you hear his accent, he speaks like American accents, English, and very good Hindi, Marathi. In his village, he made a wonderful temple of Isckon, Aravadi, called Aravadi, near to Devu. And he sings so many abhanga of Tukaramji. And Rukmini Vitthal is very, very dear to him actually, Rukmini Vittalji. A very wonderful personality. He is the one who started Padayatra in Isckon from 1970 or 80. He's doing 25 years. That's going on with the bullock cart all over India, with the bullock cart, the deities and Harinam Singh. He's also Rome Past Swami Maharaj, wonderful personality in America, GBC, and very, very scholar. You can hear his lecture, very, very scholar personality. I'm giving just a brief here. There are so many actually. From Germany, he's on Sachin Swami Maharaj, wonderful Kirtaniya, wonderful preacher, wonderful sannyasi. So many books he has written on holy name. The book which I requested everyone to read, The Broken Names. Living names, so many books. Japa Retreat, Japa Marathon, Japa Workshop. So Maharaj is very, very well known for his adoption holy name. His Holiness Sivaram Swami Maharaj, he made a wonderful community where in Hungary, the Krishna Valley, you can search on Google, the Krishna Valley, entire community, the Varnashram system in Hungary. Maharaj developed. Wonderful personality. He's written wonderful books, Damodar Janani, the more chanting, the book, and Sadhavo Hridaya Mahyam, wonderful book. I have these books, wonderful books. His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj from Japan, based at Chennai. He's a GBC for entire South India. From Japan. And wonderful personality. He is the head of the scholar committee of Isckon. If any conflict, any clarification they need on our Goswami's books or something like that, he is the right person to be approached.
This one story I want to share. Randomly, I think around 2004, 2005, we were in Chennai, me and Vinny. Randomly, there was no basis. So we had, I think we're going somewhere on the way. So we get stopped in another spontaneous. And now I remember. So we heard his lecture. And absolutely Sukruti, nothing.
Very true. Sukruti, Sukruti, yes. So Maharaj is very, very famous person. And so many books now, what we're getting is Isckon, especially our Goswami books. This is all his contribution. Brihad Bhagavatamritam, Sandarbha of G. Goswami's Letter of Devotion, original version, and so many other books of Goswami's coming through Maharaj. He's very busy in writing books. Very scholar. His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, USA, and Maharaj also been on his journey, that how he traveled from America to India, journey within home. Journey home and journey within, two books, Maharaj, very famous books. And he's based at Chapati Temple, and he's also GBC for so many places in America. Today he was giving class in Dallas. I was hearing just before coming here. Class was going on. And he was mentioning a very nice point that how Srimad Bhagavatam, the need of Srimad Bhagavatam. Parchit Maharaj, who is about to just leave the body in 7 days, he realized that the need of Bhagavatam, to hear the Bhagavatam, the importance of hearing Bhagavatam. That was the topic actually. So this is my, I'm sorry, this is not complete list here. His Holiness Bhakti Goswami Maharaj, then His Holiness there's so many Maharaj. Especially we can see that Maharaj who are visiting here. His Holiness Jata Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Vigyanasana Swami Maharaj, and also we have some devotees, some disciples here in Kanyadesh of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Swami Maharaj, or what is his name? Pundarik Vidyanath.
Yes.
He's Maharaj, right? And also we have a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Chara Swami Maharaj. Now Maharaj is not on the planet. So these are the Maharaj who visits the Middle East area. Huh? His Holiness Bhakti Raghav Swami Maharaj who just visited, yes. Just visited. Apart from these Maharaj, we have so many Maharaj in Gaudiya Vaishnava, Gaudiya Math also, who are coming in the same branch of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you read the chapter of Adilila, there's an entire chapter on the tree of devotional service. Trees of devotional service. In that chapter, we have a different branches, so many branches from the one root, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All this Advaitacharya, Nityananda Prabhu, all these Gaudiya Vaishnavas that he mentioned. So we have so many Gaudiya Vaishnavas who are there in the Gaudiya Math also. Very, very exalted personalities, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, who are giving initiation. They're also Diksha. Okay, I'll stop here. So this is just a brief about the Guru Tatva, the who delivers, and who are there in Isckon, spiritual masters, especially initial spiritual masters. So that this is the background before we start IDC course. It's called Desciple course. And in Isckon, it is, as Prabhu mentioned very nicely, that the inspiration should come from within. The selection of spiritual masters should not be based on any other criteria. That he's from, maybe majority of people are from there. No, this is not. These are very material, mundane kind of consideration. It's a very transcendental subject matter. So we can pray to His Lordship and Shri Prabhupada and let the inspiration come from within. So keep on hearing these personalities and whose vanis are inspiring you the most. You can have an idea that yes, you might be my spiritual master. And we can see there will sometimes practical visibility also that who visits here, who are approachable. Those are things we have to be. Yes, ma'am. But it should not be very long because see, it is mentioned that we should be very sincere. Jaldi. They were Lal Babu, Lal Babu Khani Ati. Lal Babu, he was going in a village. So there was one mother, it was evening time. So one mother, she came and she told to daughter and son, "Kitadari ho raha hai, gaay ko andar karo. Gaay ko andar karo, tum log bhi andar aao." Lala Babu heard this and he took it in a real way, the absolute way कि यार कि जल्दी जल्दी करना है और भगवान के धाम जाना है मुझे, बहुत देर हो रही है. Because this human form of life is very rare, at the same time very fragile. Padiye verse 11:9-29. Labdhva sudurlabham idam bahu sambhavante manusham deham arthadam anitya apiya dhira turnam yatet napatet anumittu yavan nihshreyashaya khalu sarvatra sya. Padiye Prabhuji.
After many births,
Loudly.
deaths, one achieves the rare human form of life, which, although temporary, affords one the opportunity to attain the highest perfection.
First part clear, Mataji? This is the first part.
Thus,
That Manushya, this Manushya Deha is very, very rare. Very rare, but temporary also. See, this combination is it's not very good combination. Something is very rare, but I have it for very less time. It's not a good combination. Something is extremely rare, precious. It should be for a long time with me, right? It's very rare. So it's very rare, but it's very temporary, right? Any moment it can go. Next part.
thus, a sober human being should quickly endeavor for the ultimate perfection of life, as long as his body, which is always subject to death, has not fallen down and died. After all, sense gratification is available even in the most abominable species of life, whereas Krishna consciousness is possible only for a human being.
So Turnam Yatet Na Patet Anumittu Yaman. Since we are subject to death anytime, so sober person is that who understand this, the reality and the nature of this fragile nature. So before death comes, we have to perfect our life. And we know that we cannot get perfection without taking shelter of spiritual master. So it means there's an urgency. Right, Mataji? There's an urgency. It means we have to become sincere. See, what is stopping us? Our insincerity. We think that I am not like this. So become who is stopping us? Guru is ready. Guru are there. This mission is there to shower the mercy. Prabhupada Mahaprabhu is there. He has come to distribute this love of God. Now we think, yes, we discuss this point that it should come from within, but that should not take a very long time. We should make a plan. Yes, we should be sincere on this path. So many lifetimes we have enjoyed like anything. One life give to Krishna. It's a very small portion of our entire eternity. It's a very small portion. But with that, sincerity should come with it from within. No, I forgive this. Already we are late. Already we are late. So Amara Machir Pragyu. So already we are late. Now there is no time, Mataji. So as soon as possible, you say, mention as soon as possible, right, Prabhu? As quickly. Turnam patet patet atret anumittu yavan. मृत्यु आने के पहले काम करना. अच्छा मृत्यु कब आएगी किसको पता है? नहीं ना? तो मतलब अभी करना पड़ेगा. आज से करो, कल से करें. जो भी अनर्थ है, जो भी है, उसको हमको खुद निकालना पड़ेगा, करना पड़ेगा, प्लान करना पड़ेगा. Our sincerity should be there. Krishna will help us. But we have to show our eagerness. Tatra laulyam api mulyam eknam. You see Loknath Swami Maharaj, Loknath Swami, not Maharaj, Loknath Swami in the Chaturanga. He was waiting to get initiation from Nautamadas Thakur. Sorry, Nautamadas Thakur from Loknath Swami. He said, I'll not initiate. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gone and I'm so much in separation, I cannot fulfill the responsibility of a guru. I do not want to become a guru. And this personality had come from all the way. He's a prince. That if I don't get, I'll die. Prabhupada spiritual master. And he said, if you don't give initiation, I'll jump into Ganges. What is the use of my life if I don't get a spiritual master mercy? You see the urgency? So finally, he used to clean his stool. You know the pastime, right? Hiding himself. And one day he said, who is cleaning this place in the village? Every day I come to here past stool. It seems somebody is cleaning here without my knowledge. And one day he came before. He hid himself. And then he saw Nautamadas Thakur. He caught hold of him. He said, what you are doing? You are a prince. What a abominable activity you are doing. He said, Maharaj, I want to become a son. Accept me. That day. You see the urgency, Mataji? So if anything is stopping us, it's our own artha. And that's why the last line is saying, anyhow, we have enjoyed so much. This sense gratification is available in all the life. So if you miss this opportunity,
Still
in this life
to enjoy.
is there. Yes.
Technically talking, there is no difference between a pig, a dog, and us.
Yes.
Because in pig, you think I'm the best enjoyer. Dog has the best enjoyer.
Yes.
Pig has the best enjoyer.
That's what is mentioned. So don't. We are scared of what, Mataji? Only enjoyment. That's all. Our enjoying tendency is the one which are stopping us. Otherwise, this is what is stopping us. हमको लगता है कि अरे ये छूट जाएगा, ये कम हो जाएगा जीवन में, ये कम हो जाएगा, दीक्षा के बाद ये नहीं कर पाऊंगी, ये नहीं कर पाऊंगा. बट क्या अच्छा कर पाएंगे वो भी तो देखिए, क्या लाइफ है फिर. You become sanatha. You have a Lord's bona fide relative hand on your head always. You become very dear to you. You are in the family of Krishna. Diksha kale shishya kare atma, diksha kale jiva kare atma samarpan. Sei kale Krishna kare atma. At the time of initiation, Krishna accepts us in his family of Krishna family. Become a member of Krishna family. Achyut Gotra. What a wonderful achievement, Mataji. What a mercy. उसके आगे हम जो छोड़ रहे हैं कुछ नहीं. Nothing. Big thing we are going to receive. So your question is, Mataji, yes, practically we have to see that what are the challenges we have, and we should try to minimize or overcome as soon as possible. We should have a full willingness that I should take. See, it is mentioned that if someone does not take initiation or does not connect with the parampara and leave the body, it's a very hellish, the next life is very difficult. Guru के बिना कोई गति नहीं है जीवन. Important is spiritual master to understand. Guru की आवश्यकता हम समझनी पड़ेगी. Krishna does not accept us without Guru. Like he does not accept food without Tulsi Dal. Similarly, we saw Krishna has a process with Guru Tatva. Without this process, we don't accept. Tadvidhi panipatena. Krishna says, this is the vidhi, Arjuna. There's no shortcut. Tadvidhi panipatena pariprashena sevaya. You take shelter of spiritual master, serve him, learn from him, then only you can come to him. If someone comes directly to me, Krishna says, I do not accept him. That is his policy. So we all should try. So we'll start IDC after we come back from Yatra. We have one more week, right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you're right. It may take lifetime. That's why we have to see all the practicality also, ma'am. Yes, you're right. He takes time. Because none of his disciples, I asked some of the devotees, I requested him for few devotees. But he said, we write so many things to Maharaj, even for initiation also. Maharaj replies all